The Tall Boy Experience.
Hi, this is Mel Waiters, and I'm hanging out with my homeboy Tallboy in the ATL, and we doing it.
If y'all got a hole in the wall in Atlanta, Georgia, get up out of your seat and
Tallboy Experience on Tallboy.us. I'm hanging out with Mr. Mel Waiters, Mr. Hole in the Wall himself.
You know?
I gotta ask you, what gave you the concept for that song?
Well, growing up in San Antonio, Tallboy, man, it's a vicinity in San Antonio where everybody, by 2 o'clock in the morning, they migrate out off of East Houston Street and Joe Louis Drive, and it's called Chili Willie's Mustang Lounge. And man, at 2 o'clock, it's on and popping. It come alive.
And that's in the BYOB?
Totally. No, you don't have to pay for no whiskey now. You bring it with you.
You bring it with you?
Bring it with you.
Okay.
They only have setups.
Okay.
They provide ice and cherries and the gas.
Okay.
So, you know, it's on. You know how it goes.
Hey, look, my mom used to be up in there.
Hey, man, I did too.
I got one.
You probably, we both probably holding the wall. But I ain't mad because I'm enjoying what I got going on. God has been good, man. And it's exciting sitting here talking with you and sharing the experience that I'm going across the country, having fun with, man. It's a lot of fun. I love my fans. I love them to death. And each one of them I take time out because they're important to me. They made me who I am, what I am, beside the fact that pretty much like my sheep, the good Lord set me up, and he got me a nice little flock out there. And I'm going to look after them, and I'm going to let them know that the good Lord told me that he provided for me. I got fan base now.
And when you're loyal to them, they're loyal back to you.
Absolutely. Just like when you're loyal to Jesus, he's loyal back to you too. When you perpetuate his name on stage, man, he had you some chili meat, hamburger meat, eggs with cheese in it. Eat good at the Waffle House, man.
Now, you over there talking about food, I gotta ask you, what's your favorite meal?
That's gonna be scattered, smothered, covered.
Scattered, smothered, covered.
Yeah, Waffle House, baby.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you get an endorsement over there. You can be eating free.
They need to put me on up under the endorsement, man, because we eat that quite often. But my favorite meal right now, really on a serious tip, is baked chicken.
Okay.
Anything you can pick it, put it in the oven and bake, I'm gonna like it. You know, I had to. You know, the fried thing, I'm still trying to work some of this off so I can get my little genuine abs, like genuine. So now genuine lost his abs, so I can't use him as an influence anymore. Maybe you, Tallboy, you ain't got no stomach. You ain't got no stomach. Your stomach flat as a 2x4, man. Man, please. I've got a joke. This is a joke. This stomach.
Okay.
But I'm healthy. I'm all right.
Now I gotta ask you, what got you up into the blues?
I wanted to be something in life.
Okay.
And, I was a drummer. I've been a drummer all my life. And I used to pack, the bass drum 2 blocks, go back and get the snare drum and the cymbals. And I just always had that burning desire to want to have more than what my grandmother, my grandmother, and my grandfather had. See, they had the living room with the couch. See, we call them couches back then. You don't know them like that. Yeah, with the plastic on it. But see, when the couch wear out, she go and get one of these oversized bath towels and sit on the side of that couch. But it has to match the other couch. So you got bath towels that match until we can afford a new couch. And so they would get a new couch, and by the time the couch wear out, the big love seat will wear out. The cotton and the fur start coming out from the bottom there. So it's time for a love seat. And when you fix the TV on the bottom, the one on the top, yeah, the one on top go out, so you got to put it on the bottom and put the other one on the top, whichever one gives the vision.
So you think I'm young, but I remember all this stuff.
You remember?
I had to have a pliers, and they made me get up.
Oh yeah,
turn the channel.
Turn that, stand that hole and grab it in.
And then if you miss the channel, you got.
It's only popping. It's only popping. Don't miss that channel, man, please. And you know, Tallboy, man, it kind of hurts me because we're in a real civil rights kind of area where a lot of lives were given and the struggle was in this vicinity of the country, and so often the kids take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
They went through a lot for us to be able to now have that big old flat screen with everything we want in the ice box, with crushed ice on the ice box door, and sit
there. But they don't know.
Hey, man.
And so now that you're transitioning into this, let me ask you your thoughts on President re-elect Obama. What were your thoughts when he first got elected, and also when he got elected, re-elected?
Well, when he first got elected, I was sitting in my living room, and they were going through the states, and when they finally got there where he was so far out front, and he walked out with his acceptance speech in Chicago, I was extremely nervous.
Where were you at that time?
I was in my living room. I was at home in San Antonio, Texas, born and raised there.
Okay.
And I was sitting there, and I was crying because, a lot of times, man, it's just like my career, and I use it as an example for the way I felt for Barack that night. When God bless you and good things start happening, you be so used to bad stuff and not positive things happening. When something good happening, you spend too much time waiting to figure out when it's going to end to where you can enjoy it. So while I was sitting there enjoying the moment of Barack, I was also worrying about whether something was going to go wrong, whether a sniper would shoot him, so I couldn't enjoy the moment as much as I wanted to. But that in that manner, I say that I'm just trying to increase my faith, because if I'd had a little bit more faith, I would have known that God was going to bring him out there and put his arms around him, and he was going to be all right.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing every day.
Every day, man. But I got this flesh thing, so I get weak sometimes,
Now you're talking about the kids, how they don't appreciate certain things that you had to go through, and things that you were coming up, you worked for things and you earn them. And these days, most kids, they just get things handed to them. What kind of advice do you have for like a young artist that's coming up in the game?
The same advice that I gave this morning on the radio. Put Jesus in front. You got we got away from what they had out in the field. All they had was a word and a song. And
some people don't know the field, so you got to tell them.
Okay, well, the field is the cotton field. Yeah, the slaves, they were out there, they were working in the heat and the rain and the torturing moments of the whip, and they never thought that they would ever get free, or any of their ancestors and the kids to come would have the freedom that we have. And all you have is a word and a song. And my grandfather gave me something that I carry in life today. My grandfather told me that a man ain't nothing without his word. And what I understand about is I signed contracts with people before, and the contract meant one thing, but their word didn't hold up to the contract. So all I had was a piece of paper. But my advice to the kids today is whatever they're trying to be in, their dreams and aspirations in life, put Jesus in there. It'll work out. It's going to work out when you put Jesus in there. Because, boy, he knocked them doors down. When he started knocking them down for me, man, oh, man, you wouldn't believe how my career began. I remember Motel 6 with the little bars and soap, and now I'm in the higher Regencies. But
moving on up like
hey man, I'm moving up like the Jefferson. But the good Lord, one thing about it, when he started putting me in the Hyatt, nobody could take me out. I didn't try to go in the Hyatt on my own. I paid my dues, and I keep his name uplifted.
I like that. Let me ask you this: what's been your most memorable experience?
Think big, think tall, think tall boy.
Tall boy.